Welcome to another part of building our own home in the forest. My husband and I are tackling all projects alone, one step at a time. This is the pipe that is going to go in the well and must let relax to get rid of the bend. We're doing this to get it ready for the installation in the well. Since we are sourcing parts as we go, our progress is project to project depending on what matters at the time and what materials we can find. With parts hard to come by, every small win counts. We've made progress on insulation, installing two staggered layers of rigid foam board secured with glue and spray foam sealed. Our property is up in the mountains and is getting a lot more clouds than the nearby smaller city. I like to joke by saying that we are living on the Fiji mountains. Now we are shifting focus to our water supply system. Before connecting the well pump, we're installing two hydrants to ensure water access near to the house and for the garden.
So the first step to install the hydrant and also connect the rest of the pipe with the well, I have to install a cider block under the T for the hydrant, and I did it already, and I put a bunch of rocks around. That way the water is going to drain the rocks, and now I'm going to go and cut the extra pipe.
After much research, we decided to go to 1.25-inch pipe because we have 77% more water flow. Like most of everything we've done so far, this is the first time too.
So this is the T that's going to connect the pipe, and that's for the hydrant. I'm going to use two rings to hold it, and this is the tool that I was waiting for, and that's going to expand the pipe, and it's going to help me actually fit this inside, and the ring's going to close it. And looks easy. Let's see how that's going to go.
For this, we could have used the blowtorch, but Michael was not feeling good about it. In the process, two of the rings have snapped. My husband used the drill, the screwdriver, and the key. The best to use was only the little key in the end. Once these screws are skipped, the rings are not good anymore. The rings can be used to other projects, but not buried underground because you can't see what's going to happen later on.
So I installed the rings, and the rings, they are going on the other direction. So one it's on the left, one it's on the right, and I tied them as much as I could without actually skipping those, like those two that I did. So hopefully they will hold the pipe inside holding the T, and I will not get in trouble having to dig up again and fix it because it's leaking water or something.
And of course, our famous zip tape that is used for everything. Right now, my husband is doing an extra step to keep the T protected. Next is the connection to the other side of the T. Most of the pipe is already buried, then we don't have space for errors. We must make sure that he's cutting in the right place. The pipe is very thick and stiff and hard to handle, but Michael made it happen. The T is connected. Before putting the hydrant in a T, we have to add the special bonding glue. Finally, the first hydrant is in place, but there are still other things my husband wants to take care of. I have to mention that the frost line is at 4 feet and the trench is up to 8 feet in some places. The hydrant goes deep to 6 feet, and right now my husband is installing a drip line to prevent the frost from forming in the pipe during the heavy winters. More rocks are added for support and drainage. As an extra step, we are using another favorite of ours. We are using 2 layers of this new type of aluminum with a core that has R value of
I
18.
don't know if anybody is doing what I'm doing, but I hope will help keeping this pipe safe for the winter.
For this hydrant, everything is pretty much done. All we have to do is fill up the hole and move on to the next one. These are our friends for the winter only. They are the mule deers. They are coming down from the mountains to hibernate in our place. I can say that when we got the mini excavator, I wasn't feeling too good about it because I thought it's too tiny. But let me tell you, it's a good thing to have around, especially that we didn't pay too much on it, and it's actually always handy to do our jobs easy. It is the entire herd of deers there. Now that we made another progress, we're feeling better. By filling the hydrant hole, we'll improve water drainage around the home, preventing puddles from forming, especially that it's going to be a rain season and some snow. Comfort food is a good reward after a hard and cold working day. I roasted some chestnuts. They are pairing very well with hot wine. The recipe is easy. In a saucepan, bring to a simmer 2-3 cups of red wine, any kind you like, with a tablespoon of sugar, a splash of cinnamon, and few pieces of chopped apples. Boil until the apples are soft and enjoy it hot. This is very good when you have a cold or when you are cold. And as dessert, I made sovereigns with my special Oregon grape jam, which is very good because it tart and balance the sweetness of the fruits and the heavy whipped cream. The next day, we moved to the other hydrant, but we already know the steps. I'm not gonna bore you with that. Thank you for joining us. If you have any comments or suggestions, please drop them below. Stay tuned for our next update and don't forget to share and subscribe to help our channel.